What's up, people? Your boy Tiago. Welcome to my man cave, as always. And I got a few things this time to show you guys. Couple of things that I didn't think I would be interested in. And again, I sort of bit the bullet on the handheld. But you got to see this, man. It was pretty cool. Let me get the lights on. There we go. As always, everything here is crazy. As always, I mean, you see all the goodies. Love the Mario Kart, as always. Got myself my PS4 Pro sitting there. One of my favorite games of all time is the Ghost Recon Wildlands. God of War is pretty dope. Last of Us is just an amazing game. Got some old school Medal of Honor on the PS3. And my business setup. Obviously working on my store and obviously buying, selling, getting ready for trades. And I got my big boy over here. And that's rocking the Xbox Series X. And oddly enough, my last video, I mentioned that I ended up doing a trade and I got rid of my PS5. And I ended up getting this gentleman who contacted me and was looking for a few older consoles. So he was looking for a 360, Xbox One, and a PS3. And, he, sent me a message and he goes, hey, listen, I was wondering if, you had these consoles and if you have them available, to sell or trade. And, this is the business I'm in. I either buy or trade. If you don't have the money, I'm willing to take trades. And I said, yeah, absolutely, man. I let me know what you want and we'll go from there. So he ended up texting me, telling me what he wanted. Now, at this point, we hadn't talked what he has for trade, but, the moment that he texted me back and he said, well, this is what I have available, I did not waste any time because obviously one thing I do have, is a good amount of systems. This one right here is actually pretty cool. You know what I mean? Which is Modern Warfare 2, Xbox 360, my Gears of War 360, that limited blue, that with the blue and the teal, on under. I got some PS3s, Genesis, GameCube, 64s, Wii's, some Xbox Ones down there. So I had what this guy wanted, and, for me, I don't mind running trades. But oddly enough, I got rid of my PS5 a couple of weeks ago, and he calls me back and says, this is what I have to trade. Crazy. Crazy because I literally just got rid of the PS5 I had. And my idea was, I'm not really missing the PS5. I don't really play a lot of games on the PS5. I know I got the PS5 plus that premium. The games are just not there for me. You know what I mean? There's a lot of games that come out that I think it was a tad bit weird that you're paying for a system that doesn't give you anything. You know what I mean? A lot of games, but a lot of games that you don't even want to play. So for me, I wasn't like, oh my God, I'm getting the best of the best, because truthfully, it wasn't going to do anything for me. As you can see behind me, and I know the glare is there, but this is actually my store. Obviously, if you guys have not checked Tiago's Gamers Club on eBay, I have games. I believe I have, I don't even know what, almost 1,000 games right now listed, and a lot more to go. So, so I spend a lot of time working on the store, and then I go into the marketplace and I sort of just research, and look for games and consoles and so on and so forth. People who are willing to do trades. It's just constant, man. It doesn't end. You know what I mean? But this is the business, right? That's what we do. Yeah, I mean, one of the cool things that I'm looking at right now, and I can tell you, oh yeah, by the way, so as I was actually, getting home and doing what I have to do here and get everything set up, I ended up picking up two sales, and they basically someone purchased the Killer Instinct, the Xbox One Killer Instinct. It is the definitive edition. I know that edition came with I think it was like a music CD. If I'm correct, this one did not come with it. Obviously, when I pick up games in the wild, a lot of times I don't have that. If they come with multiple discs, 90% of the time you're not going to get that second disc. But yeah, so I ended up picking this one up, and I'm a very appreciative. So thank you so much. And also I got another sale. This one was for the PS Vita, and it was Ridge Racer. Now this one obviously doesn't have the cover art for it, but the game itself is tested, and it was cleaned up. Everything looks fantastic. Obviously, it plays like it should. I don't sell garbage. I don't do bad business. But that is something that I'll get set up tonight, get it packaged up, and get it ready to be sent out in the morning. Thank you guys who have visited the store and have been interested in buying games from me. I always say, I appreciate, the fact that you guys are out there, supporting people. Look at all those games, guys. This is just crazy, bro. The stuff I got. But and there's so much more. That's like it's really starting to, get crazy along with all that other stuff I got back there. That's also things that are gonna go on my new store, a lot of the collectibles. But anyways, for the goodies, I was busy, very busy. A lot of trades. PS5 was one of them, but a lot of purchases as well. One of the things that I've said I wouldn't get into, because I have the PS VR 2, and I think it's fantastic. I am literally a VR person. I love the virtual reality. I love the technology. I love what you can do. It's actually pretty cool. I'm really like into that shit. I think that the games are fantastic. And if you don't really like what the games, what they offer as far as games for the VRs are, I mean, you can literally just on a PS4, in a PS5, you can use it as your TV. You put it on, it gives you a giant screen, and you can play video games on it. It's not going to be, it's not going to give you the power of the VR, but it's going to give you a giant screen, right? It's in my opinion, one of the coolest things that you can really get into. But that being said, I ended up picking up the MetaQuest 3. Now, I actually set it up, got it all set up. And I'm going to tell you, man, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with what the technology within, if you really look at it, the technology that's in this thing, it's insane. It's insane. I think that being able to even play even the dorkiest of games, but being able to play it in a virtual reality form is insane. It really is. But I got that on a trade. Normally, I don't buy into those. They do not sell well for me, but I was interested in this one. It's the newest version of it. Of course, I'm always into trying to get sort of anything that's new. I'm sorry about the lighting, man. It's for some reason, this room itself has like really odd lighting. You know what I mean? Like when I'm down here, it looks great, and I stand up, it looks like shit. Can't roll around the room in a chair. You know what I mean? But I picked up that console, and then I ended up coming across this, and again, this was actually a sell. You know what I mean? Which was the Nintendo 3DS. This thing is in beautiful condition. When I mean beautiful condition. You know what I mean? It's the black one. You know what I mean? Which is, it's just clean. It's probably one of the cleanest systems, handheld consoles I've picked up. The gentleman, had it in a beat up case, and he texted me and he said, "Hey, listen, I'm just, trying to, pick up some Wii games," and, he's a Nintendo fan. And I said, "Well, what are you looking for?" And, he said, he was looking for a couple of the Wii Sports, Wii Play. I got a ton of those. And I said, "Hey, we can make a deal. What do you got?" And, he shot me the offer on this 3DS, and I could not say no. I mean, that would be stupid to say no. But yeah, man, I was happy. I was happy to pick this up. It's pretty neat, really clean. Love the color on it. As you can see, I love to wear black. And this is actually a pretty cool pickup here for for me anyways. Also picked up, as you can see, some PS4 games. Don't really come across those a lot. This one, never seen before, actually sealed. Another one is the Cyberpunk. A lot of people have told me that game is cool, especially with the updates on it, made it a little bit better. I've never played it, but I've heard sort of mixed emotions on it. I did pick up some Resident Evils, as you can see right here, some Resident Evils. That one's the Origins Collection, Resident Evil 2. Now, this game right here, guys, let me tell you. This game was a pickup. I wasn't even looking to get that game. Somebody told me how great the game was. It's an amazing game, blah, 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 blah. So I get it. You know what I mean? And I obviously gave it a try because, you can't buy and sell games and not at least try to play them. So, I gave this, I was into it, man. I was 100% sucked into wanting to play this game. You know what I mean? And there's an actual updated version for the PS5, which is supposed to be obviously better in graphics, so on and so forth. Personally, I think it's garbage. They say that that's this upgraded version of the game. I think not. It looks the same to me, and the game was so repetitive and boring that, it didn't even, I think I played it for 20 minutes and I had to get rid of it. Picked up the Homefront, the Revolution, NBA 2K22, with Luca in it, and then Street Fighter 5. That was that for the PS4s. Now, I also picked up Xbox One games, which is really weird that I picked these up because I normally don't come across a lot of them. I may pick up 2 or 3 here and there, but that was a pretty nice lot. And one of the games, I actually played this on the VR, which I'm not gonna lie to you, man, it fucks you up. You know what I mean? Which is the Biohazard. I played this on the VR, and man, oh man, it will fuck you up playing this game. A lot of jump scares. I love jump scares, even in movies, but man, that shit fucks you up. You know what I mean? Ridiculously good game, Resident Evil 4. The Madden 24. I think I got like 7 copies of the Wolfenstein. Or Wolfenstein, the way you want to say it. The Rare Replay. This is the first time I've ever seen this game, which is the DCL game. Don't know what it's about. First time I've seen it. The Just Dance 2014, for those out there that like to shake that ass. And then, oddly enough, Zoo Tycoon, digital download, brand new. And Connect Sports Rivals, digital download, also brand new. I haven't seen these in so long, bro, but it came in the package, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to say no to it. You know what I mean? But I did get those, which is pretty cool that I was able to get some games. You know, very excited. I'm always happy to grab games, even if I have the games already. I tend to pick them up. Keep in mind, guys, that the way that I look at things is, you know, if I have 20 copies of a specific game, that means that my competition doesn't have 20 copies. That means I have 20 copies more than they do. I also like to look at games that I know that people will play. You know, and, you know, a lot of these games, you know, like the Resident Evils, you know, The Witcher is actually very popular. I've sold many of those games. The Street Fighter are always a good game. Anything that's first person shooter, fantastic. And you know, the whole craze of zombies and monsters in games, I mean, it just peaks what, you know, Resident Evil is. And the Biohazard, the Resident Evil Biohazard, which is, let me tell you, man, that's a good fucking game. It'll spook the shit out of you, but it's a good game for sure. Now, that being said, enough of the games. You know what I mean? I also made, in my last video, a comment that I ended up picking up a couple of PS2 Fat Boys originals. And, you know, they were both bad. They didn't play. I spent some time today replacing the laser on the system, because I mean, I love the way the PS2, the original PS2 looks. The fact that you can sit it upright, I think is just fantastic setup. I love it, but it didn't play. You know what I mean? It kept on, it would turn on. Once it turned on, it would go through the booting. You put a disc in, didn't play. It'll spin. You can hear it like read, but it wouldn't read at all. So real time, guys, because I just finished this probably about 25 minutes ago. And then I started getting some of the stuff prepared so I could show you guys what I picked up. And it's right here. It's a little dusty and dirty still. I haven't cleaned it. You can see a lot of this is just, you know, dust and dirt. This is how I actually got it. And it wasn't working at all. And it wouldn't read discs. So I got my tester little TV out, PS2 set up. I'm going to grab a game. Let's go with, you know what? Let's go with some Monsters vs. Aliens right here for the PS2. We're going to get this bad boy started. I also had to change the fans, the fan in the back, because the fan in the back was super loud. And as you can see right here, I don't know if you can see that, guys, because I can't see it from that angle, but that's the one that I took apart to take extra stuff off of this to put it on this one. So hopefully I didn't fuck the other one up for no reason. So, because I know somebody was like, bring it to me and I'll fix it. But, you know, I like to do things like this, and let's see if it works, right? So let me take out the game. All right. Doing this shit with one hand is crazy. Okay. All right, clean disc. We're going to pop that out. Ooh. That needs to be clean, guys. And guys, if you ever have issues on any of your systems, the old systems, you know, the 360, pretty much all of them, you can do it with all of them. But remember that the disc itself, the tray itself, the mechanisms in there, sometimes you got to clean it. A lot of times it picks up a lot of dust. The rubber band that goes around the gears, sometimes it gets stretched out, so you can't, it doesn't really move as well. So it causes it not to open, or just like open super slow, the tray itself. It's easily repaired, guys. You know, I know a lot of people don't like to get into stuff like that, but you know, this one here is probably dirty. As you can see, the system is filthy. But I was focused on the laser. You know what I mean? Does the laser work, and can I get it to work and play? Taking it apart, I probably dirtied it more than I should have. But taking it apart just goes to show you, that basically, you can fix it. It's just time consuming. You know what I mean? But like I said, real time, we're going to try this out. Now you can see, the browser's on. So I'm just going to click on this here, bring it up to the booting part. No data. Now I don't have the memory card in it because I have the memory card. Oops, sorry. In my PS2 Slim. This is my tester for my video games. But all right, let me give it a shot. Okay, this is a good thing because immediately it says reading disk. It wasn't doing that before. All right. Oh, shit. Come on, baby. There it is. There it is. It's reading it. Yes. Oh, my Lord. Thank God. Oh, I'm excited, guys. This is actually cool. The fact that I got it to work. I did change the laser. So, like I said, I took the laser off an old PS2, another PS2 that, was having issues. I was hoping that the laser still worked because it did read discs, but it just had other issues. And, basically replaced the fan and the laser on this one here. And it works, guys. That is fucking awesome. I'm excited. I did not, I honestly, the way the other PS2 sounded, I expected it not to work. But, it's working. Such a good movie, too, Monsters vs. Aliens. But, man, this thing is awesome. It is working, guys. Yeah, I'm excited, man. This is pretty cool. Um, yeah. You know, it's it always makes me happy, man, to see that, something like this uh literally, man, puts a smile on my face. And no matter how rugged I look. But it just makes me feel like there's so much more that you can do with your time. I know a lot of people, they say, oh, don't you do anything else? Why is everything gaming, gaming, gaming? Yes, everything is fucking gaming, bro. Why? Because this is what makes me feel like I can just come home and chill and not worry about anything and not worry about fucking, bullshit. And I mean, this is just what it is, man. This is just what it is. You know what I mean? I spend a lot of time setting up everything in here, like, all the games. Actually, all of these games are games I have to test, and they'll go onto my store as well. I have some Wii, some GameCube, some PS2, PS3s, 360, and Xbox One. I've done all the PS4 ones already. But I mean, this is it, man. This is what makes things, you know, all of this is worth it to me, man. All of this is just completely worth it to me. And, you know, um, I have a tremendous support system, who, support what I do. You know what I mean? And, um, I couldn't do it without them. You know what I mean? So, for those who know, thank you, as always. But this is just, I mean, the fact that I was able to make something that did not work work, and it is working flawlessly, guys. There's no skips, there's no pauses. You know, everything is literally running the way it's supposed to run. Let me see if you can hear the fan. I mean, it's I'm not sure if the PS2 is even quieter than that, but that's pretty quiet. And it's blowing out the air, the hot air, so it's working, obviously. I just got the Call of Duty Black Ops. I'm not a Call of Duty fan, guys. Like I said, the Wildlands is if that's for me, but I'm gonna give that a shot. And I will show you this though before I let you go. That is actually pretty cool, guys. I'm fucking excited. You know, I know that I spent a lot of years as a tech, you know, fixing stuff, and you know, I worked on computers and phones and stuff like that. I got out of that because I wanted to get into this. I love the gaming industry. I just love what all of this does for me mentally. You know, I know that a lot of people go, oh, well, you know, you're not a fucking doctor. You can't tell people that, you know, gaming is fantastic and it's going to heal. And I never once said it's going to fucking heal. So for those out there who commented and said, I'm not a doctor, or, you know, or whatever it is that you guys commented on, be real, guys, be real. You know, this whole thing that you see here is gaming. This is not a doctor's office. It's my man cave. You know what I mean? This is no studio. This is literally where I live, where I stay. This is all my shit. You know what I mean? This is not a fucking a studio where, you know, people pay out of their ass just to make a video. No, man, this is exactly where I do my business. And when I get tired, sometimes I sleep here or I go to my bedroom. But either way, this is my place. I know I'm not a fucking doctor. I know I can't tell you what to do, you know, or whether or not it's gonna. But what I will tell you is that a lot of times when I'm having a bad day, or, you know, it's just been a long day for me, a bad day, you know, I'm stressed, you know, anxiety is out the roof. I will come home and I will, you know, I will pick any of the systems I have here. You know, one of the systems I love the most to play, is Mario Kart, because Mario Kart, along with the Zelda, along with Super Smash Brothers, the whole Mario theme, you know, always relaxes you know, just relaxes my thoughts, and stuff like that. But, you know, I could say the same for my PS4 Pro. You know, I also got this one here, that PS1. Keep in mind, guys, that most of this stuff I have is tester type stuff. But, you know, a lot of the stuff that I do when I come home, I'm able to play, I'm able to relax. And it does help me. It does help me relax. It does give me that sense of, you know, it's just that, you know, it just brings me down, man. And I'm not saying that that's going to work for everyone, you know what I mean? But here's what my comment really was to this kid, or whoever it was, man, kid, whatever, was, you know, there's different things that people do in life. You know what I mean? Some people go out to a bar and drink and get drunk. And why do they do it? To have a good time, you know, to relax. They had a long day at work, you know, a long week, whatever the case, you know, whatever excuses they want to give to go out and drink, that's what they do. Some people do what they do, and they do illegal shit. You know what I mean? They like to do drugs and all that other stuff. See, me, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs. You don't need to smoke weed. You don't need to fucking do drugs or to drink. You don't need to do none of that shit, you know what I mean, for you to have a good time. That's all I got to say about that. But they do what they do, and I do what I do. And me, when I come in here, I eat dinner, you know what I mean, spend time with the family, and then I come up here. And when I come up here, I do business, you know what I mean? Obviously, I already showed you my setup over here. You know, I, you know, always, you know, keep an eye on what the business, you know, brings for the day. You know what I mean? I add stuff to the store. If things sell, I get it, you know, things, you know, prepared for shipping, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And then I take a moment to relax and play a few games and just, you know, let my shit relax. I'll tell you, man, it is what it is, you know what I mean? But it works. And it works for me. You know what I mean? And as you can see, guys, it's telling me to press start. I'm excited. The PS2 is fixed and it is working. And I'm super excited. But what I want to show you before I gotta go is what I got as far as a game on the PS5. So let me go ahead and switch this out to my PS5. Boy, I like that it literally like completely removed my Xbox channel. It's a little loud, sorry. And funny enough, what the fuck? Funny enough, this game, I downloaded it because somebody told me about it. This game right here, High on Life. I've been literally playing this game. I started yesterday. I played it for probably an hour or so. And I'm just running around. I'm not trying to play like a full game because I normally don't do that unless I'm doing reviews on a game. And a buddy of mine's actually told me about this game and said, dude, if you want to, actually, I think if I'm correct, 54 minutes, so an hour. And a buddy of mine that told me, if you've not played any games on the PS5 that you're truly interested in, try this game. He called it High on Life. Now, when I first turned it on, I thought, okay, it's going to be another Alien, I'm in a spacesuit type shit. Let me tell you, man, the game is funny as hell. Funny as hell. A lot of swearing for a game. Like, a lot of swearing. I mean, even more swearing than, like, horror movies. Yeah, I mean, like the horror movie, like, games that they're at, Resident Evil, so on and so forth. Man, oh man, there's a lot of potty mouth in there. But the game itself is fucking fantastic. It is funny. Just to set up the storylines, definitely funny as hell. Don't play it around kids because there's a lot of swearing. You know what I mean? A lot of like sexual shit, puns and all that shit going on. It's a lot. But it's funny as hell. The gameplay is pretty cool. It is a shooter game. You know what I mean? But it's actually pretty cool. It is actually a pretty cool game. Something that I would have never thought that I would even say that it's, remotely okay to play. I don't like games, a lot of like alien type games, but this right here is funny as hell. And the other one that I downloaded that I have not had a chance to play, is, the Pac-Man world. If you don't like Pac-Man, I don't know what the hell's going on in your life. I mean, you're not doing something right, but, Pac-Man, obviously nostalgic. But I downloaded that. I have not had a chance to play it on the PS5. But I will, at some point start playing it. But I thought it was funny. I had to show you that one game because the game itself is crazy. It's crazy to look at a game, and basically, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this powered off here, but basically play something that you're not really used to playing. I don't play games like that. So when that even came about where they were like, you should try this game, you might like it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what, man, it was a trip. It really was. But yeah, guys, I got to get some of this stuff put away. I'm excited. I'm going to probably test a few more games on the PS2 just to make sure that, I didn't get lucky with the one. But it is still playing. As you can see, it is still going. It is quiet, which is I'm happy about because when I originally turned that bad boy on, it was loud. I mean, it sounded like it had a really bad fan. But it's disgusting. It is dirty. I will have to clean it. But once I clean it and get it to where I want it to be, I am pretty certain that this thing is going to look pretty, sitting up on my shelves. And I won't get that one turned on. My tester is going to be the PS2 Slim. But because it is one that's got, you know, the tray, I want to keep that as, you know, as clean. And you know, I want to keep that for as long as I can. It's a pretty cool system. You know what I mean? I will jump into uh, the Meta 3 and, you know, see what it offers. I did get it booted up and signed in. And some of the things that I did see is pretty damn cool. So we will see. Like I said, I'm going to get into it. Keep in mind, guys, if you guys are interested in getting any games, Tiago's Gamers Club on eBay, go take a look at it, guys. I have a ton of games. I will be opening Tiago's Consoles and More, and also Tiago's Books and Collectibles. That'll be coming soon. And you know, go check it out, guys. There's a ton of stuff at great prices, super clean. You know, I want people to, you know, be happy with what they purchase and make sure that, you know, when they purchase a game, the game is going to play all the time, that there's not going to be any issues. Check out that screen right there. That's pretty cool. And you can actually hear the PS2 reading the disc. I mean, I'm super happy. Man, I'm super happy, man. I was hoping that this would be the outcome. I did not want to throw that one away. Um, but I'm happy, and I'm going to clean it up and I'll make it look pretty, man. And that's going to sit up on the with my rest of my consoles. You know what I mean? That'll be mine. That won't be sold. You know what I mean? That and my Fat Boy PS3, that won't go anywhere either. That is mine. I cleaned it. It is beautiful. It works spot on. Yeah, that ain't going to go anywhere. That's just a console that I'll keep. But yeah, guys, thank you as always for stopping by, guys. Guys, don't forget, man. Like, share, subscribe, push this through, man. Tell the world, man, what you guys you know, do when you guys come over and check out my channel, man. Just let them know what I'm all about. Subscribe, man. I will be doing giveaways. I have to reach a certain threshold for me personally to you know, start doing giveaways. But I'll be doing giveaways on games, consoles, collectibles, and stuff like that. You know, and you know, just tell people, man. Tell people, you know, hey, listen, man. You know, Tiago's got, you know, YouTube channel. You know what I mean? It's not going to be all this craziness that you see in a lot of channels. But you know, this is just raw, bro. And I don't try to edit. You know, I ain't trying to do cuts and all that other shit. I ain't got time for that. So what you get is real, you know, as unedited as you're going to come across videos, me chilling in my game room, in my home, you know what I mean, in the man cave over there. I mean, my camera skills are still going, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I actually just bought me a new camera, and I will be setting it up back here. You know, I'm probably going to try to do that, you know, sometime this week, where I'll get everything to set it up. And, you know, I'm going to do a little bit better as far as the camera quality. That way I'm not, you know, you're not seeing this up close, you know what I mean? You know, but, yeah, man, I'm excited. This PS2 has got me excited, man. So, you know, I'm happy that this is actually working. But as always, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget Tiago's Gamers Club on eBay. Also, like, share, subscribe, guys. Let the world know, hey, listen, man, we can make this world a better place. You know, one game at a time, guys. One game at a time. You know what I mean? Enjoy life, man. Respect each other. Love each other. Care for one another. And as always, guys, and I say this all the time because I truly believe it, you know what I mean? You know, when all is bad, as a lot of people may think about it, you know, all is bad, and you know, your only idea is to turn to something that is negative, turn to something that's going to cause damage to your health, damage to your life, damage to your family. Always remember, guys, at the end of the day, bro, God is good, guys. God is good. Peace.